Hi guys, I hope you are all good. This is your boy Alfredlion speaking, Blue City Forex, the author of Asian Vacation when it comes to indices. It's been so long since I've uploaded a video on YT, and I had already explained all my previous video about that. So let's just get down with the content of let me say the main purpose of the video. So I'm going to explain to you on how to trade NFP and CPI, their news release or the fundamentals. Okay, so I'm not gonna waste time. I just want you to understand what you need before you trade the news release and the indices correlation, like the relationship between currency and the indices. Okay, so first step that you need, it is to trade an account that you are willing to lose. I've already explained this step on my previous videos, so if you don't understand how to make an account you are willing to lose, just go to my previous videos and check. I like made that trading plan. Secondly, you will need to enter the trades like 10 seconds before the event start. So like I've made an example with South African time, of which our event for NFP is scheduled for 2:30. That's 14:30. Okay, so at 14:29:50, that's where then you are going to start buying or start selling. You understand? Depending on the direction of the event of which we are going to get there, I will give you the strategy. So let me explain the indices correlation, the relationship between the currency and the indices. So as we all know that when the event NFP or CPI starts, it's going to affect the dollar currency. For an example, USD, the United States dollar, it's a base currency. Okay, so if USD is going to buy, if NFP is going to be positive or NFP is going to be negative. On a positive NFP, USD is going to buy. On a negative NFP or CPI, USD is going to sell. So as USD is a base currency and USA 30 is like going to act as a quoted stock. Okay, so I understand that it's USA 30 USD. Let me explain to you. Let me not confuse you. If NFP is going to start by that time, USD is going up if it's positive. That makes USA 30 to sell. However, it's like this. If this is USA 30 as a base stock. Let me use a weight currency. This is USA 30 as a base currency, and this is USD as a code currency. If USD is going to buy, then USA 30 is going to sell. You understand that? USD it's buy, US 30 it's sell. If the market or the NFP or the CPI is positive, it's going to affect the dollar to buy. That makes USA 30 to sell. Okay. If NFP or CPI it's negative, it's going to affect the dollar to sell. If USD is going to sell, then USA 30 is going to buy. Let me show you quickly on the charts. Okay, I'm done explaining this. I hope you understand. So let's go to the charts. Let's look NFP that was scheduled on the October the 7th. Okay, that occurred on October the 7th. So let's check 7 October. 7 October, October 19, October 18. We need 7. Come on. 14, 13. This is CPI. This is CPI. We need NFP because we are talking about NFP. Okay, we'll get to CPI. Maybe we'll get to CPI. So, looking at NFP that was scheduled on the 7th of October, you can like tell that this like you can make a lot of money. But besides making a lot of money, let's focus on the skill. Okay, these events most of the time, just before they go to the direction, the market technically will give you like 50% of a signal on what's going to happen. Most mentors don't want to teach this because of they want you to keep on subscribing signals, so it's like to them it's a marketing strategy, okay, for them. But anyway, let me not talk about others. Um, Trading NFP, guys, will require you to understand investing.com or economic calendar. Let me say economic calendar. On the economic calendar, they always give the previous data, the forecast on what's going to happen. You understand? And at the end of the day, based on the data that you are going to collect from the economic calendar, you will like be having an idea on what may happen. So when you come to technical, if it's going to confirm to you, if it's going to like correlate with the data or the information that have been given on the economic calendar, then you are going to now conclude the market direction on what's going to happen on NFP or CPI. For an example, on the 7th of October, we had been given the data that the previous it's 315K. They had the forecast of 250, and the actual, like the results were 263K. So the previous was higher than the forecast, though. So they were expecting NFP to sell. Okay, that's what they were expecting based on the data that was given on the economic calendar. However, NFP did not sell. It went as a buy. If you check USD on the 7th of October, 2:30, you will see that USD went up. It was a buy. Hence, USA 30 USD is going down. That's the thing that I was explaining. Look at 2:30. Look at 2:30. It went down. If you check USD the 7th, it was on Friday, the 7th of October, 2:30, you will see USD went up. That was the thing that I was explaining. So, how do you know the direction? How do you know that this is going to buy, this is going to sell? So, about the fundamentals of the news release, they are a bit tricky when you start to, get involved into understand how it's going to buy, how it's going to sell. But let me just give you a simple strategy, guys. Simple strategy. You just look, you know, technical. You just look the chart. Okay, what's happening during the day? What is like actually happening during the day, just before NFP starts? So we are going. Well, I'm not just Okay, fine. Let me just give you when the day starts. Let me just go there. It was here. Okay, somewhere here. Fine. So let's just look on what happened during that day before NFP. The market was playing just like this, and what happened just before the actual event. The market was buying just before the event. I understand that I wouldn't say the market was selling in the morning and all those things. This was because of the London session. So this was because of the London session, but we are not on that. We are on the NFP side. So you look on what's currently happening just before the event starts. The market was going up. So you are going to trade against the direction of the day. So this is the simple strategy, nothing less, nothing more. So if you want something more, you will have to understand the news release data that was given previously on the economic calendars. I don't know if you understand this, but what I'm saying is that you will need to read fundamentals. What's happening with NFP? Like what's happening with the employment change for NFP for United States dollar. Okay, so don't let this confuse you guys. So the simple strategy that I want to give you is that just before NFP starts, the market will be going against the news release direction for NFP or for CPI. Most of the time, I want you to check this. Just do the back testing of this strategy that I am giving you. You can see the market is going up, NFP went down. So let me not waste much time. Let's go to CPI. I saw CPI. I saw CPI. Where is CPI? CPI. I just want to show you guys, okay, like your forex mentors are hiding this from you because of they don't want you to know on what's happening. Okay, I believe this is CPI. If it's not CPI, then it could be PPI, something like that, but it is CPI. This is CPI. So let's check what happened that day. It was the 13th of October, 2:30. You can see it's 2:30. So this is the 13th in the morning. The market was going up. Okay, and what happened at the end of the day? When the event starts, the market went down. So the market is going up, the event goes down. So that's why I'm telling you that you will need to enter the market 10 seconds before. So if you enter the market 10 seconds before, you could avoid such stories like this one here. Your account could blow with just this movement. Your account could blow, like, maybe you have an experience trading these things. Okay, so that's the strategy that I wanted to give you. However, I just did not like let everything out because of there are other people who paid for me to teach them this strategy. Okay, but basically that's how we trade NFP and CPI. Number one, you need to know, you need to read fundamentals like the news release for NFP. What's happening with the employment and industries in the United States dollars? Is it positive or is it negative? If it's negative, then you have a clue on what's going to happen with NFP. You need to read the data that was released, like the previous and the forecast. You understand? It helps sometimes. So if ever you know what's going to happen to dollar, is dollar going to be positive or negative? Then automatically you know what's going to happen with USA 30 and NAS 100, and also Germany 30, S&P, all those things, as long as it's stock indices. Okay, so those are the only things that you need to trade, NFP and CPI with indices. I hope this video is going to be useful to you. If you don't understand on what's really happening in this video, you could just contact me. I always leave my descriptions below. So yeah, that's the strategy that I want to give you. Just practice the strategy, back test the strategy. It works, guys. Like, it works 80% of all times. You understand? Not unless the events are not active, like they are not moving and all those things. So this strategy, it's strictly for NFP and CPI. So I just gave it to you guys. This strategy works. I could do a lot of more back testing on US 100, like Nasdaq, but I don't want to waste time because of I would be explaining one thing over and over. So I hope this is going to work for you. Just back test it and let's see on what's going to happen on your side. You have a good one. Okay, so peace out.